Hello students, I Adi ma'am welcome you all to yet another session of English online class dated 10 October 2020. The topic of today's online class is a chapter from the first flight book, The Black Aeroplane. We will discuss the NCERT question and answers from this chapter. So let us start with the NCERT questions. The Black Aeroplane. Thinking about text. Page number 40. Question number 1. I will take the risk. What is the risk? Why does the narrator take it? Answer. A huge storm was blowing up and the author was keen to reach his home to spend his holiday with his family. So he decided to fly through the storm as he did not want to miss the chance to meet his family at breakfast. Thus, he took the risk even when the visibility was almost zero in the storm. So that is a risk. He endangered his life just for the sake of going and having a breakfast with his family. And for that he wants to endanger his life and take a risk and went into the storm. Question 2. Describe the narrator's experience as he flew the aeroplane into the storm. Answer. As a pilot, author, under the storm, his plane started jumping and twisting. He could not see anything outside the plane and it was black. When he looked at the compass and other instruments, they had stopped to function due to the storm. It was terrible and fearsome experience for him. The fuel tank was almost empty and he could not fly more than 10 minutes. Then he saw another black aeroplane by his side and the pilot of the plane signaled him to follow. It was a surprise for narrator as the other black plane was having no light. He followed him without any choice and landed safely on the runway. So this sums up the narrator's experience when he flew into the storm. In this question, you have to jot down the points. First, you have to see the chronology of the events that had occurred, and then within 1 or 2 lines, please describe that. Okay, and when we sum up that thing, it would be concluded as the experience that author flew into the airplane into the storm. Now let us come to the question number 3. What does the narrator say? I landed and was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota. Answer. He was delighted to land safely out of dark stormy clouds. Therefore, he was not sorry to walk away from his plane. He felt bad when he was not able to thank his guide, his mentor, who saved him from frightening situations, but he was so happy after landing that he did not feel sorry for not being able to thank the guide pilot. So it is the residual feeling that has been left in his heart after landing on the earth, landing on the land. What is the mindset of the person when he has gone through so much trouble and has endangered his life, and when a person comes in and guide him through the whole of the passage and save him and make him reach the destination which he has to reach, is making him to seek a sigh of relief. That is explained in this answer. Okay. Question number 4. What makes the woman in the control center look at the narrator strangely? Answer. The woman in the control center looked at the narrator strangely because the narrator asked her about the aeroplane. Ask her about the black aeroplane, and she saw no one except the narrators in the sky during the storm. Even the radar showed only the narrator's plane that night in the sky. It is very clear, so there is no need to explain. Next, question number 5. What do you think helped the narrator to reach safely? Who do you think? Discuss this among yourself and give reason for your answer. It is very difficult to say about the unknown pilot who helped the narrator, but probably it was narrator. It was the narrator himself that helped him to overcome the fear in the storm, as no other plane was seen in the radar except the narrator's Dakota plane. It that fearsome situation, he might have hallucination. He himself was a good pilot and brave enough who helped himself and land safely. Uh, there can be many answers to this question. You can say that you assume or presume that it is a ghost, or you can say that it would have been an unknown stranger who was in the similar situation at that time, so he guided him properly. But because it is not in radar, maybe the aeroplane is made with such a material. It is just up to your imagination. Whatever the answer you want to write, you can write it, but give some logic to your answer. Don't write rubbish. In this we have already discussed that it may be the inner power, because when we are in danger or in dangerous situation or life threatening situation, there is an inner courage of ours that overpower our senses and give them a boost. You have already heard about the adrenal rush, so it is just like that. I assume it to be like that. You can have a different answer if you want it. Think about language. Page 40. Question first. Study the sentences given below. They looked like black mountains. Inside the cloud, everything was suddenly black. In the black cloud near me, I saw another plane. The strange black aeroplane was there. The word black in a sentence A and C refers to very darkest color, but in B and D, here it means without light or with no light. Black has a variety of meanings in different contexts. For example, I prefer black tea means I prefer tea without milk. But with increasing population, the future of the world is black means with increasing population, the future of the world is very depressing and without hope. Now try to guess the meaning of the word black in sentences given below. Check the meaning in the dictionary and find out whether you have guessed it right. Question 1. Go and have a bath. Your hands and face are absolutely black. Answer. The meaning of black in this sentence is that the face and hands are dark because dust and dirt have been imposed or have been stick to the skin, so that's why it is looking black. Second, the taxi driver gave Ratna a black look as he crossed the road when the traffic light was green. Here black refers to angriness or angry look. When we are aggrieved or we have aggressive temperament, then we say ना कि ज़्यादा मत सड़ो, खून सड़ जाएगा. That is the thing he wants to say. Okay. The bombardment of Hiroshima is one of the blackest crimes against the humanity. Answer. Here blackest refers to the darkest and cruelest crime against humanity. Okay. Very few people enjoy Harnott Pinter's Blackman comedy. Black refers to dark and gloomy here. The comedy is dark and gloomy. Gloomy, why it is gloomy and why it is dark? It means that the concept of the comedy has inculcated in it a certain features that are not discussed in a positive light. Fine. uh, Now sometimes shopkeepers store essential goods. Mm, Here black means the criminal stuff. Sorry, here means here black in the sentence is that shopkeeper sells the described good at higher price, but it is not written black here anywhere. Okay. uh, it must be like this. Sometimes shopkeepers store essential goods. Okay. 6. Villagers have beaten the criminal. Black and blue. A. Here black means that criminal suffered excessive beating at the hands of the villagers. Question number 2. Look at these sentences taken from your uh, lessons you have just read. I was flying the old decoder plane. Okay. Uh, Decoder plane. B. The seagull has been afraid to fly with them. In the first sentence, the author was controlling an aircraft in the air, and in the second sentence, the seagull was afraid to move through the air using its wings. Match the phrases given under column A with the meaning given under column B. A. Fly a flag. Second, fly into reach, fly along, fly high, fly the coop. Actually, just now we have done an exercise on black. Now we are doing the same exercise on fly. So the answer would be fly a flag, display a flag on a long pole. Flying into rage means becoming suddenly very angry. Fly along means move quickly and suddenly. Fly high means be successful. Fly the coop means escape from the place. So these are your NCERT questions which has been covered from the chapter Black Aeroplane. Now we conclude this online class.